Vabbè, sì, dai,
I'm
perché
sure,
almeno non
as do our pack.
I hope I can count on you.
What you messing with? Didn't expect to see a drow in here. Did the boss lady send you to rescue me?
Cioè dai, 3-4.
Yeah. Take me back to the tribe, and we'll tell the boss all about this pretty little place. We'll be heroes, blessed by Priestess Gut, in the name of the Absolute. Got a whole lab set up. Cooks up potions that fix our lads, no matter how much of a beating they take. Could probably stick your head back on if someone was to chop it off. Mighty booyog. You won't regret it, promise.
Che cazzo la Sel, non la provi mai, ma non rompere i coglioni.
Oh, you thieves are all boring. Even your cages are boring. I'm gonna bite the heads off your kids, and your birdies,
Indolence
and
breeds
your
madness.
dogs.
What's next, I wonder?
Let me out, you bunch of soft. I already met your friend.
Dai.
You here to get me out of here? Well, hurry up.
Nothing hurts anymore.
You're gonna be sorry. Every last
Che
one
mica
of
rubo
you.
la chiave. Non si rompe.
Seems simple enough.
Oh, you thieves are all
Need to
boring.
find a way forward.
Even your cages are boring.
Boh.
You say that like you're looking forward.
Shoes. Well, where am I?
Could use the target practice.
Your desire?
I'm gonna bite the heads off your kids, and your birdies, and your dogs.
Vantaggio.
Let me out, you bunch of softies.
Che palle. Senti, fa una
You're
cosa.
gonna be sorry. Every last one of you.
Still breathing, despite
Vediamo dove
everything.
posso trovare la chiave, non lo so.
Is that everything? I think that's everything. Goblins, druids. This grove is a death. Grab what you can and get out.
Ah, proviamo a questi due coglioni.
Feels like we're all waiting to... Having fun with your new goblin friend?
Please leave us be.
It's fine, Memnos. I've had some time to think since we last talked.
Ma dammi la minchia di chiave!
The goblins will come.
You say that like you're looking forward to it.
I could use the target practice.
Light
Vediamo
on my
se ce l'hanno
feet.
loro.
Hope the goblins aren't smart enough to poison their blades.
And we'll have a dog, right?
They don't allow them in.
A little orange cat.
And a high fence to keep eavesdroppers out. No bother. We're just...
What about you? Big plans for when you get to the city?
No way.
Do we ever?
But...
Good luck to you.
Surely destined for the slaughter. What would be more perfect than to die by your love's side? And no love was not it.
Comunque, da notare come ogni dialogo questa vede una cosa più depravata, deplorevole. Ma scegli.
Whatever we want.
I think I'd make a fine teacher. Or a baker.
How many die today? How many die tomorrow?
Really?
Che cazzo?
Blood excites me.
Great.
Boccarolato. Oh, le chiavi fino a...
My dagger.
All for me.
Good work, kids.
Yeah, andiamo un po' più
By
avanti.
Mordai's eyes. Another one. My friend's blood not enough.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins.
Is this monster with you?
Loa.
Lower.
Ho lasciato per non rompere il cazzo. Oggi è così.
You saw another gith. Where?
On the road to Baldur's Gate. Near the mountain pass. Saw us before we saw it.
No twisting. Kin must have been in a hurry. The map. Show me. Up. You can keep your innards.
Mi è cascato il poggiapolsi. Fuck.
Gods, deliver me.
The locals prove compliant. A useful trait.
I warned you, didn't I? You ought to reconsider keeping her around before she causes real trouble.
Il problema sono io, non lei.
Rough. Soon you will be vomiting blood and tearing apart your own. When the tentacles sprout from your lips, will you still cry that I was rough? Then I needn't make it again. The tiefling was clear. If there are Githyanki west of here, that must be our objective. Purification cannot wait. I am unfamiliar with the... well, I shall not say culture. Custom, perhaps. You will educate me on matters of this... Fey run. The Kresh holds the Zaithisk. It will... by covenant, I can say no more.
Termina questa conversazione, non so. Pam pam pi, pam.
Come on! Just move!
Niente di utile, tempo. Mi servirebbero le chiavi.
Good work, kids. You're all
Vabbè, parliamo con Will, va.
each and every one.
Swing and parry. And again. Swing and
Go on. Give me a best shot. Not bad. Again.
Mazza brutto come il culo, è questo.
I can't do it. I'm not like you.
I'm not like you.
I don't need you to be like me.
Be better.
You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you. You can do this.
Esatto.
Well met. The blade of frontiers at your...
The man's smile bends downward, and his thoughts become yours. You are the blade of frontiers racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single curled horn.
Hell's great fires.
Ero sulla nave.
You were on the ship. Doomed to shed our skin and become a lithid, or so the stories go. But we haven't sprouted any tentacles. Not yet, anyway. Could just be good luck. I'm not so...
Your minds collide once more. Will chases the fiend ignited with rancor. She is an infernal war devil. A threat to the living. Evil incarnate.
Shit! You saw her. Advocatus Diaboli.
Advocatus Diaboli. A devil's advocate. A champion in the blood war between diabolical forces and demons.
I'm no stranger to the infernal. Better to slay a devil before her fires burn common folk to ash. Her name is Karlach, an archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill.
I tracked her through the hells to the Mind Flayer ship, but the damned Illithids infected me before I could end her.
She's out there now, preying on the innocent. I don't kill her, she'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses. Just so you know, my first duty is Karlach, but I won't deny this infection is bothersome. I accept your invitation.
Sorry, but there's no room for me.
Per ora lei.
Until later, then.
Ready and willing.
The famous Blade of Frontiers in the flesh. Clever, this hero act you've got going.
Hero, Blade. Name strangers gave me. My friends call me Will.
Excellent. If we ever become friends, I'll know what to call you.
How stupid are you? What I do for some soul.
Any questions, children?
Sì, come reclutare gente. Questa la diamo a lui. Poi alla sala mi devo ricordare di prendere la spada, insomma.
Defender of the people.
Keep it together.
Keep it together. Do a Will.
Sharp as ever.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Best be on my way.
Ehi, è vero, i guanti di
Might
fiero.
be useful. I need a quick
Sta
word.
bambina.
Oh, hey. You're one of those drow, right? I heard stories about you. How you all
Cioè, la
live
bambina ha la voce
underground
di
and steal
un'adulta,
kids
ma
away.
va bene. Va bene così. Gli abitanti... Ma che ridicolo, ci diamo molti più di quanti ne
Oh.
sappiamo.
Okay. Hey, would you like to see something fun?
No, non te l'ho chiesto.
Go on. Take this ring. It's lucky.
Prendo l'anello e
Call
me lo
it.
tengo.
Heads or tails? Hey, hold on, you gotta pay for that. Fine, keep it. Call it a sample, yeah? But you gotta at least look at the other rings, okay? I gotta eat.
That's it. Che cos'è? Ma che cazzo? Vende il pesce marcio. Che deficiente.
Please, let us through.
Let my daughter go right now! She's a thief, hellspawn, and you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back! Oh, let me through, Mragrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out!
Ehi, questa è una calmata.
We need to get Arabella out, now!
You heard the guy.
I'd sooner
Ah, è vero,
trek through the
Arabella,
nine
no,
hells than
bambina.
trust that snake! Ugh.
Arabella.
Oh, it's all my fault. I told her I wished the wretched thing would just disappear, or better yet, explode.
Now Arabella's being judged by a bunch of druids who hate us. That's not right.
Horrifying. We should check on the girl.
Qui prendere un sacco di... Faccio da sola, almeno questi non dicono ah, e cosa hai fatto?
We'll figure something out. We always do.
Speaking of, we don't have time to gabber. You'd best move on.
Famo così.
Do all the damn rituals you want. We're not leaving till it's safe. Damn it.
Ah già, mi fanno passare.
Calm, Magrin. You, step back. We'll not tolerate drow in here.
Già.
Keep back. Force my hand and I'll show you its claws.
A moment, Giona.
Esattamente.
What? Why would she allow one of them? I suppose so. You. Apparently caught, but a word of warning. One wrong move and every single animal here will tear you apart.
I smell drama amongst these adventurers. What have you heard?
Volo? Da quando sta qui?
Keep their confidence, if you insist. Do my eyes deceive me? A drow! Here! Forgive my surprise. It's rare to find your kind above ground. Rare and intriguing on a day already packed with intrigue. You were at the gates just now, no? When the goblins came? You saw them up close? A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest. Glory. Now then, how would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities?
You search your mind, successfully recalling various details of goblin
Ma questo si ricorda il
behavior.
cacchio. Goblin comuni capitale della festival.
A scholar after my own heart. Spent much time among goblins?
Te credo, mi uso.
Far be it from me to pry. Now, as you were saying, Lasha Booyarg, And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety?
E il drago che marciava in retroguardia di che varietà era? Ottone, cioè che... Esatto. C'era il
Witnesses failed to notice the obvious dragon. Last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates?
Yep.
They did, didn't they? Oh, curious. Oh, curious indeed. I've interrogated one, a captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiet in favor of someone called the Absolute. The scandal!
Hello everybody. Everybody. Superstizioni come che cazzo è?
Ah, but is superstition all? These goblins are informed by a kind of strategy anathema to their kind. I, for one, intend to get to the bottom of it. I'm just preparing to head to their camp as we speak, in fact. If you'll excuse me, I ought not to dawdle. Never you mind. Who needs mercy when you've a quick tongue, hmm? And an invisibility potion stashed in your back pocket.
I'm gonna kill every goblin
until we meet again.
Ma se io me lo rubo questo video.
I've never learned to converse with your kind.
Bidone. Qui, sì, qua. Sto lupo.
I'm sorry.
This is madness, Korga.
A what? Wrath. Thief. A poison. A threat. I will imprison the devil.
You're good.
And I will cast out every stranger.
Death Viper. You've milked their poison before. A single drop of it could kill that child in a heartbeat.
Let's go.
We will speak soon enough. The parasite eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still.
Come, Korga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it.
The snake's hiss of approval reveals its intentions. Should the child struggle, it is poised to strike. The death of a child. A timeless tragedy that never grows old.
What the... Cioè... Commercia? Che cazzo devo commerciare? Pollo. Ma che cazzo? Cioè, allora, se io ammazzo la bambina finisce lì, però quelli mi danno un manufatto, quindi faccio così. Pian piano verrà fuori dalla nostra natura, ma non adesso. Assai che merda, preciso preciso.
Very well. She may go.
Very well.
Break your word, and my serpent shall feed. Sif, Tila to me! Out, thief. My grace has its limits.
Thank you, Korga. Master Halsin...
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
prova di aver ragionato a salvare Arabella, sì vabbè. Ho fatto solo per un tornaconto.
You did well to speak up for the girl.
Yeah.
That snake is fickle. A tragedy prevented. Nothing befitting a child. Nothing befit. We've let a snake replace our leader. She will see the tieflings driven out, or worse. She is first druid in Halsin's absence. With him caught or dared by goblins, none may gainsay. But more will die if her ritual is finished. I doubt those exiled by the right will survive long outside. Would you? I would give anything to see Halsin return home. Our need is great. Halsin is an elf with the presence of a bear. He left west with the adventurers. You won't mistake the first druid for anyone else.
This will all be over. The ritual's almost finished.
What if they tried to steal from us? Again?
We've shown them once.
A deep elf. In our grove, on this day. A sign. Or rather, a gift. Who better to understand a watchful broodmother than a beloved child of Loth?
Si vedrà perché qui farò un'incisione continua.
And still you petitioned on her behalf.
Già.
Your words are vicious.
For now.
Yet you showed mercy. A viper bears her fangs defending her brood. Is it not her nature to strike at invaders? I took back the idol of Sylvanus, and the rite is resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm, free of intruders.
Non mi interessa per questa coglione. Proprio disabile nei ragionamenti, ma perché?
No traps, please.
Aspetta. Devo per forza? Parliamo
Speak
che...
while there's time. Nettie, yes. She's bumbling about somewhere. But if your treatment is meant to outlast the rite, you'll be removed with the rest. I am First Druid now. I protect the Circle, whatever the cost. You showed great mettle at the gate. The mettle of a skilled sword for hire. I want you to provide your services to the Tiefling leader. Zevlor, he's called. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove. I'm sure they'll reward you well. They're to be gone before final prayer. If they are not, the Viper must strike.
Pazza.
Then they soon know the sting of get out.
Zitta, deficiente. Qui non c'è niente da prendere, qualcosa, non mi ricordo. Nettie, eccola! Tanto mi fuori il quadro.
They did a number on you, didn't they? Does that hurt?
Si deve lasciare, madonna. Minchia.
We've got to keep moving. Better get to it.
Complexum tuum ab terra or.
What path lies before me?
Sbagliato, sono qui.
want to have a word.
The Blade of Frontiers. Let's hope Will lives up to his name.
Esattamente.
We'll need all the help we can get. Must we? No harm in a little mystery, don't you
Così
think?
potrò pugnalarti meglio alle spalle. Vabbè.
Easier is often less interesting. Besides, we've plenty of reason to rely on each other already. You can't confide in just anyone about a monster in your head. Sweet of you, but don't worry. I'm sure you'll get to know me just fine by traveling together. No need for interrogations just yet. Thank you.
Prego.
I'm sure we'll get along perfectly well.
I've known a few warlocks in my time. Talented, of course, though sometimes too eager to listen to the devils on their shoulders. Comes with the territory, unfortunately.
C'è 2 warlock davanti, non lo so,
Think of it as tribute. The kind a king might pay to a more powerful neighbor to avoid invasion. As long as I pay, there will be peace. But should I ever stop, along comes a war. I can assure you, the battlefield would extend well beyond the borders of my body alone. Memory loss isn't usually a symptom of ceramorphosis. If it is, they've forgotten to write it down in any text I've read on the subject.
Quindi è la pulsione
Then again,
oscura.
our case isn't exactly usual.
Solo colpa della
Perhaps
pulsione oscura.
whatever's causing our tadpoles to
non
remain
ho
in
visto niente
stasis
di
has
cos'è
also
riguardo,
affected
ma
your mind.
si scoprirà.
If ceramorphosis takes place, all trace of your former self will be subsumed into the Mind Flayer's hive. So, to still be here, if a mite forgetful, still a win in my book.
Pensieri di violenza, di depravazione rifiutano di andarsene.
We all have those from time to time. I once wished a most impure demise on a colleague of mine who bought the last remaining copy of Etheril's Enchiridion of Enchanting Easements. First edition, too. As regards to your own morbid little fantasies, I'm sure they're nothing to worry about. So long as they remain fantasies.
Stato di aiuto, dai.
You've got something to say?
Minchia.
My father once said, one does not pursue a champion's life. One merely answers its call. So it was for me. I was hunting near the Cloakwood when I heard it. A child crying out from a lone farmstead. I found him in the fields, flanked by goblins. I don't remember much of the battle. But I remember drying the boy's tears after. Proud. No. Angry. Angry at the monsters preying on innocents. Angry at the so-called good gods for tolerating the cruelty of the evil. Angry at myself that it took so long for me to see the coast suffering. The frontiers demanded a blade. And so I heeded. Baldur's Gate, born and raised. The only son of a single father. He wanted one life for me. I chose another. We haven't spoken since I left the city. A classic drama. A staunch father and his rebellious son. Better heard from the bard's lips than mine. A most vicious one, in fact. It's made from pure bloodstone, carved from the Galena Mountains just north of the Moonsea. A reminder that sometime... But that story is reserved for lifetime friends and calmer days.
Tiny grooves spider across the ice surface. It resembles a sending stone used to confer with distant contacts.
A sending stone. Nothing so special, I assure you.
His breathing quickens, his jaw tenses. Will is keeping something from you. A strange sensation courses through you, and your companion's mind unfolds, secrets half revealed.
Usiamo i poteri lì. No, dai, è brutto così.
Gladly. Anything more we should discuss?
No, perché me lo osservavo. Ah, aspetta, sì. Ho questa sete di sangue, un impulso a distruggere, menomare, uccidere.
Anger. I understand. We've been preyed on by Elithids, suffered insertion of a mind-bending worm. Bloodthirst is another matter. But perhaps not too big of one, if it's a devil or demon's flesh you're wanting to tear. Seems unusual to me. Then again, we're talking about tadpoles inserted into our brains by rubber-skinned tentacle monsters. There's nothing usual about it. All the more reason to stick close. I think you'll agree.
Termina la conversazione. Abbiamo fatto tutto qua. Andiamo fuori.
I'll give it a shot.
Non c'è caricarla.
Alas, I've never learned to converse with your kind.
Oddio. Se no l'accampamento dei goblin è un po' più vicino forse. Devo prima parlare con Zeb, allora. Posso evocare gli imp? Non me lo fa fare. Ah, questa devo liberare prima. Ragazzo, la libero.
And your birdies and your dogs.
Well,
A hero at heart.
Let me out, you bunch of softies.
Madonna, che cavolo.
There is
You're
work
gonna
to
be
do.
sorry, every last one of you.
Cristo, bro.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Se con questo me la apre?
I'm gonna bite the heads off your kids, and your birdies, and your dogs.
Boh, vabbè. Che dire? Cos'hai la voce?
You're gonna be sorry, every last one of you.
With a flick of the
Cazzo,
wrist.
ma fa culo, perché no. Faccio prima.
Ready to go meet my tribe? Just say the word.
Domanda e
We're
poi la
burning her
chiamata.
name across the face of the world, we are. The Absolute is gold from the sky, she is. The blessing in the storm and the storm itself. Bloody teeths everywhere.
Your actions are pushed. Your violence.
I'll strike you down.
You've started a panic. Word of your action.
No! Che troia! Vabbè, l'ammazza.
Breathe deep and move.
Tempers are rising. It's clear not everything you find is at your disposal.
Fanculo, ho sbagliato.
I have something to ask.
I can pack or talk. And
Ma che cazzo vuoi, scusa? Ah, devo bere. Vabbè, tanto questo non ce l'aveva mai in cazzo.
This is ridiculous.
Quindi, ok, andiamo via da qua. Ci serve più. Ah no, devo parlare con Nettie, aspetta un po'. Easy. Bye bye, Goblin.
Look, don't take your eyes off
You
my
are the
hands.
first of a thousand daughters. Bum bum ba bum 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 ba bum 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 ba bum.
Please, Dusk. It's not the time.
Here goes nothing.
What am I to do?
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it. They should all be running.
Che c'ho qua? E quindi? Perché si blocca ogni tanto, ma...
Best get going. Still in control. Just. Never wanted the easy path.
Boh, vabbè. Non è qui, Nettie? No, è qua. Sì, Nettie. Sì, Nettie, questa qua.
I see you. Just give me a moment. Got our field mouse. No one's more important than the patient in front of you.
This medicatrix.
There. It's up to her now. Life. Now, what? Drow. Last time I saw one of you folk, he tried to slit me open. I hope you're
Me
more
too.
agreeable.
I want to do too. Dipende quanto ti reputi brava come guaritrice. Un altro bravo e dove l'avresti visto? Nah.
Good enough to tell there's nothing obviously wrong with you. A bit tired, maybe. But we're all a bit tired.
Non c'è un buon modo per dirlo, ma ho un giro nella testa. Mind flare.
A mind flare tadpole?
Forza.
That's a serious condition. Come, follow me. I might be able to help.
Where?
We need to be quick.
Where?
This way.
Fai paura. Dissezionato un drow.
Don't worry about him on the table. I'm not in the habit of killing drow. He attacked Master Halsin and I in the woods, leading a pack of goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after. Seems so. Gave Master Halsin a right start.
Kill or not to kill Mintara? Who knows? Vabbè, bro.
It's why he joined the adventurers on their expedition. A pity you got me instead of him. He understands these things. Studied them. Still, all right.
Okay. I don't know.
Let's see what we can do.
We will see.
It might. But first things first.
Cazzo, dai, fallito.
Tell me about your symptoms. Have you noticed anything strange happening? Victims can identify each other. Not that the others know they're victims, of course. How'd you pick up the parasite? Halsin was desperate to find where all this was happening.
Commercia, si può. Boh. Mind mi hanno catturato infettata.
A mind flare ship? But Master Halsin was sure. Look, you've been straight with me, so I'll be straight with you. You're dangerous. If you transform here, we're all dead. But you seem like a good soul. You deserve a chance to save yourself.
Come no?
This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms. The thorn? Coated in a fatal toxin. It was a last resort. I don't have a cure. Only... I'm sorry for misleading you. But I had to be sure... Now, do I have your word or not? I hope it doesn't come to that. But, thank you. Here. You know, I've spent my life treating folk, and never once saw a mind flare infection. Then suddenly, Master Halsin and I were tracking, studying, trying to figure out what the hells was going on.
What the hell?
Because you should all be changing. There should be a small army of mind flayers out there. But you're not. Weird powers aside, you seem perfectly normal. Mind flayers reproduce by infecting someone with their parasite. 7 gruesome days later, the victim transforms and a new mind flayer is born. The thing in your skull, though, it's different to anything in our records. It's one of their worms for sure. But this one gives you powers. Telepathic connections. And it doesn't turn you into one of them. Not yet, anyhow. Could be.
Schifo.
But there's a lot we don't know.
Tutti quei tentacoli.
Infected, folks like you, have been converging on an old temple of Selûne. And I've no idea why. When Master Halsin heard the adventurers were heading
Vabbè,
that,
taglia
whatever he
corto,
found
dai,
there,
su.
he didn't make it back.
Vai a prenderlo, no?
I think so. I hope so.
Appena si
I've sent
avvicina.
birds. You, though. You're one of them. Technically speaking, I mean. If you can
Sì,
find
va bene,
Halsin and
va
get
bene,
him
va
out
bene.
of there, we can discover what he learned. And perhaps he can save your life. I wish I
No,
could tell.
I'm not-
All I can say for sure. Good luck out there. And if things start to go bad, remember the vial.
Sì, la piazza dove te la
Remember
metto.
your...
Allora, qui c'è della roba interessante. Ma neanche
Never
questo non
tried
lo
it,
so dire.
and I hope to keep it that way.
Aspetta, lei è ancora qua? No. Ciula.
What's hiding
tutto.
here?
There's something in that vessel. Take a closer look.
Ruba. Tutto ci ciula adesso. Questo si richiude? No. Delle rune.
What's inside?
Vediamo prima che mi scoprano, dai. Finché non mi vedono non mi interessa. Resurrezione? Soul coin. Io qui non potrei stare, il mind player poi si leggeranno prima o poi.
Let's see.
Informazioni personali.
What's that?
Was that cosa? E la vado. Ok, andiamo avanti. Allora, sto draw e vabbè, disezionato.
It's broken, but not too badly.
Ok.
A tidy slot, but no rune.
Niente rune, che cazzo ne so dov'è? Procede si annidava nel nucleo della materia cerebrale, sicuramente di natura Lilithid. Eppure il corpo ospite sembrava esserne inconsapevole finché era in vita. Nessun segno visibile di ceramorfosi nel cadavere, molto strano. A me serve sapere.
I'll take that.
Take it one step at
of time, Nettie. Come on.
Che dove va? Devo cercarlo, poi se non lo trovo andiamo avanti. Sarà qua. No.
Tempers are right.
Fanculo. Andiamo via. Ciao ciao. Che vuol dire? Andiamo via. Andiamo avanti, move on, move on. Ma qui davvero ci famo notte.
Yes. Yes, I see.
Salvate la bambina giusto perché mi date roba indietro.
Ever scare me like that again? And
Mom, I'm
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you. Don't know what we'd do without her.
I did.
Marry. All we can offer.
Thank you. I was fine.
Via, non avete niente. Pam 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 pam. Ehi, non lo posso proprio prendere, se no prima raccogli, la fanno. Icaron.
Very well.
Vendiamo qualche cosa e andiamo avanti.
Need anything else?
Certo.
Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in
Minchia,
need.
quanta roba gli ho droppato a questo. Ah, non ho letto la lettera del drago ancora. Vabbè, c'è la Will e Gale. $669. Fatto bene non lo so, però intanto me lo piglio. Qui che c'è un cazzo. E dov'è? Segui le tracce del druido, scopri in quale cunicolo si rifugia e torna a riferirmelo. Ricorda, questa è solo una ricognizione, non combattere, non uccidere nessuno, limita a osservare e poi torna. Deciderò io come agire in seguito. M. More money, always and forever. The letter was from Sarah, we know that. Ok. Che c'è qui? Non mi interessa. Minchia.
Was a time I tussled with hill giants without breaking a sweat.
Wait.
Now, a mere werebear could swat me halfway to arm.
Strange things are happening to us. What festers in our minds may well impel our bodies. Goblin tracks. Far too many of them, too.
Vado a vedere. What's going on there? Ok. 65.
Glowing eyes are rarely a good sign. Best be careful.
Un cazzo di riempito. The fuck?
At least we got the druid to keep ourselves entertained.
Invisibile, ma che dici? Da quando?
Oh, this was more fun
Poi
when
vado a
he was
vedere.
screaming. Give him something to cry.
Voice out. We still need answers.
No! Io in petto. Ma cosa mi serve stare qui? Cioè, che ottengo? Vediamolo. Primo.
No time to rest.
Il problema...
Charmed, I'm sure.
Chi? Insomma, not so easy. Another time. Now I want to see how Dark Urge is going to do. Ci vado dopo lì perché non voglio morire. Non voglio morire malamente. Pam pa 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 pa. Andiamo avanti.
Have to keep going.
Have you wondered what people say when they find out the monster hunter is becoming a monster?
I've faced countless perils and conquered them all. This will be no different.
I've always had a soft spot for the confident ones.
Ok, qui. Qua. Speak with dead.
Inocto concealing.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Looking for a weapon. The absolute.
Dacci tua. Che seduce, no. Ok.
Do not fight her. Power. Such power.
Cosa fai di quest'arma? Ah, è per caso quella lancia che ti ho preso? Sì, ne Brilliant, anche che
And sister.
The spell's power wane.
Azioni situazionali. Ok. Yellow bear. Aspetta.
Owlbear tracks. Its nest must be nearby.
Devo riprenderla da aereo. Non muori sempre. Perché il tutorial? Ma non lo so.
I should speak up.
Winters.
We meet again. As predicted, I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services. A mending of the threads, which should thou or any of thy compatriots perish, I will cleave soul, because it is my calling. There is little else to explain. I would have words with you.
No.
Sharp as ever.
piglio.
Can't give up now. Seems like a good moment to talk.
You've got something to say?
Sì.
Are you sure? The
Ma no,
blade stands at the
aspetta.
ready.
Sì, lo ripiglio dopo.
And just...
Be wary of false promises. The missing druid, Halsin, was it?
Yeah.
I understand much beyond your comprehension. More to the point, I know the cure for our condition. It is imperative we locate a creche. You do well to observe more and question entirely. I was as devoted to my studies as I was to my training. Each creche contains a Sathisk purification device.
Poi vedremo
The
come
library was a
sarà
gift from
soluzione.
Vlakith herself, that we may gain total understanding.
Non me ne frega un cazzo.
Countless scholars roam the astral, the planes,
vabbè, tutte
yet we
ste-
still collect more.
Sei complicanti.
Infinities upon infinities.
Ok. Ho queste strane pulsioni. Voglio uccidere, voglio il sangue.
Many a good warrior savors the scent of blood in the air. There's no shame in a capricious murder now and again. Too many,
Se
though.
non sei uno
And you
psicopatico.
waste energy and dull your weapon. My suggestion: attack with purpose and savor your kills. And if the urge proves too much, well, I'm sure we can find you a goblin or two to carve up.
Sa che non ti piacerà.
Ceramorphosis takes all of you. Mind, body, soul. An ordinary tadpole would eat at your memories until they were
Gino
lost to
fa
the
schifo.
void.
Tadpole.
But our
figo da
tadpoles
dire.
are far from ordinary. I wonder if another factor's in play.
I want you to join
It is
my
done.
group. Astarian?
You have a manner of... I like it.
Blood.
If not over, then through. Let's have a look.
Pam pam pa bam pam pam pa ba. Cazzo c'entra? Ma. Ok. Ma? Che cazzo? Ok. As a decoration.
Something the matter?
Something the matter.
Fine. What's on your mind? I must admit, you've been a surprise. And not an unpleasant one. Besides, You saved my life aboard the Nautiloid.
Che prima non avevo mai fatto,
How can I
infatti
do
non
anything
facciava di
but sing your
continuo.
praises?
Andiamo via. Ma che è sta roba che ho preso? Ma una marea. Ma
It will be my home soon enough, should Vlaakith will it.
Better not be cursed.
Vediamo che... No, dov'è? Dice che sta qua.
Something good here, I hope.
Goblin sventrato.
That stench. Dead owlbear prey, no doubt.
Goblin.